Hey, I'm getting a little bit frustrated this week. So this is the 6th time I've tried to film this. Not because I couldn't do it, but it looks like all my technology has just failed me. So 6th time lucky. It's been a quiet week though, especially the beginning of the week. Didn't really get up to much. I was in work for 3.5 days, and then I headed up to London. Good old London. See if I can balance it. I don't think it's going to work. No, okay, that'll hold it. So yeah, Thursday I had a half day and me and my sister headed up to London to see The Feeling, which was a really good gig. They were playing at O2 in Shepherd's Bush. So we decided to go up a little bit early, pay a visit to Westfield, which we keep meaning to do, but it's the wrong side of London for us really when we come up on the train. But we can say we've ticked it off now. Because I drove to Richmond, we couldn't buy anything, which is a little bit frustrating, but you know what, I shouldn't be buying at the minute anyway. So The Feeling was really good. We figured out that over the last 10 years we've seen them 4 times. They've been together 10 years, just to give you a bit of context on that as well. Random. And the only time that we've missed a tour is when my sister got married, because I think that can be acceptable. But this tour was a little bit different because it was kind of like an end of an era. So they're taking a little bit of a break. So this was kind of, we weren't sure whether it was going to be a greatest hits or what tour. It was a greatest hits. It was an amazing tour. But the Thursday night was the last night of the tour, so it was quite emotional. They had loads of friends and family, so the kids and wives and mums and dads and sisters and absolutely everyone were there. And we had a really, really good time. Support acts were just as good as well, and you know me, I tried my luck on with one of them, in the sense, oh hang on, that sounded a bit wrong, in the sense of that I handed a business card over and just said, look, I'm trying to put on a variety show, charity variety show, get some kids involved, if you could come along, play a set with your acoustic, I'd really appreciate it, because it's the kind of things that the kids get involved in. So I handed a business card over. That's all I meant by that comment. Don't think anything else of it, please. And then we had to try and get back home, which was fun. So we initially thought the issue would be tubes. No. Got the tubes fine, but got to the car at Richmond, went to jump on the motorway. Motorway was shut, people. So yeah, we got diverted through and didn't get back till like 2 o'clock in the morning. So that was fun, but luckily we all had Friday off. I'd not booked any meetings in at all, because I thought I'd get a load of work done. But on the Thursday morning, one of the Leeds museums put a Twitter message out about VR and history, whether anyone was using it or whether anybody could shed some light. So I contacted them and said I was looking into it, looking to develop some. So Friday I spent my morning with my mate who runs a VR company. And we're now looking at actually making some VR. So she's put some calls out to some developers. I've put some out for some location places because of what we want to do. We need some locations. It's easier than CGI. So we'll have to wait and see on that. And then Saturday was just quite a quiet day. I didn't do an awful lot. I stayed in bed, did my urgent emails and bits and pieces until I had to pick the other half up, which was great fun. He was meant to come back here and then decided he didn't want to, so I had to go there. And then he was like, oh, are you coming around tomorrow? No. If you don't want to come here, then I don't want to come to you 2 times. There is some give and take in this relationship. It doesn't feel like it sometimes. And then today has been about getting Remembrance workshop sorted. So a couple of weeks time, Remembrance Day, you all know what it's about. Make sure you get your poppies, please. For the RBL, our Royal British Legion, just show your respect. But I kind of figured to myself that I don't actually know an awful lot about Remembrance Day, and it made me feel really, I don't even know what the right word is, but you know, we're brought up with it, we grow up with it around us, and we just take it, that's what it is. But I wanted to understand where it came from, so it wasn't until 1919 that it really came into play, and actually 1920s that it really became something bigger, which I'm going to go into a little bit more detail nearer Remembrance Day, I think. So Remembrance Day, 11th of November, don't forget it, is a Friday this year, and I've got to be in Canterbury for the University of Kent Gateways Open Day. On the in the evening, we've also got Remembrance Michaelmarsh Silver Band do a show. I've got some bits going up for that. I'm hoping to get back in time for it, but we'll see. And the Saturday, which is the 12th, is workshop day, which is where we're going to get some big stories out there, get some background of Remembrance Day, and then 13th Remembrance Sunday is parade day, which again I'm taking part in. So lots and lots coming up. I'm just trying to get a bit organised for them. Failing a little bit at the minute, I'm not going to lie. There seems to be an awful lot going on, and we've had a few research requests come through this weekend. If the VR thing takes off, then we'll need to spend a bit of time getting that developed and underway, which, you know, I'm excited to do. We'd be the first one doing what we're doing. I don't want to give too much away. And hopefully if we can get Leeds Museum in on it as well, we can start developing it for other people, which will be brilliant. A big contract to land. And that's it, really. I feel like I've told you this so many times today, but it's just not working, so I think I'm going to actually leave it there. I did record a piece on my depression and anxiety because I mentioned it a couple of times. Oh my god, I look really tired today. I've slept the most I have this weekend for a long time. Unfortunately that didn't work. I don't know what's going on with all of my IT equipment, so I'm going to have to do a bit of research and get a decent camera to record on, I think. But I will do that at some point because I do think it's important. You know, I've said about anxiety and depression a few times, and it's just to have something to relate back to and understand where I'm coming from. This week I don't really, you know, it's back to normal. Where are we? So confused. Over the last week of October, so I've got 2 weeks and then I'm in Canterbury. I really need to pull my finger out on that one. And then things will go quite a lot quieter, and we'll start organising France, which I am super excited about. So yes, not a lot to happen this week really. So I'll probably do a weekly update this time next week. Unless something amazing happens, then I might just drop something in. Wait and see. I hope you have all had a really good week, or if it's not been a really, really good week, then just been an okay week. There's nothing worse than a shit one. Drop me a message if, I don't know, any reason you want to have a chat, I don't know. I'm really enjoying doing these weekly updates, and it's nice for me to be able to watch where I'm going as well. So that's really good. Thank you very much. I say I'm going to head on down, make sure the ironing's done for Mum and Dad. They're back tomorrow, and then they go back to work, because I'm sure Mum would not appreciate to have all that ironing left for her. And I'm hopefully going to try and get an early night, because I've been getting to bed sort of like 1:30, 2 o'clock every morning. My brain seems to get active at that time of night again, which is just horrid. It's alright during the weekends because you don't have to get up, but when you've got to get up and go to work, it's not going to work. So yeah, I will see you all next week, I suppose. Right, bye!